Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and as we get that much closer to the launch of The Mighty Golden Patriot, written by YellowFlash2 and drawn by John Dillard of Dillard Draws, it seems like the smear campaigns are going to keep on rising up from randos online who seem to be involved in the indie comic industry. And it's crazy to me that anytime there's a Rippaverse project or a project coming out of Ripasend, the other publishing wing of Rippaverse Publishing, people want to sit there and then either lie about what's actually going on or they want to pretend to be retarded. So it's interesting to me that this happens every single time, and it will never seem to end, apparently, because this is all people know how to do. This is all people that apparently are in the indie comic space know how to do, and it's absolutely disgusting. But before we get into it, let's do a quick recap of all the projects currently available for the Rippaverse itself. With The Horseman #1, written by Chuck Dixon and drawn by Joe Bennett, at $195,024 in total sales, $24. With 37 days to go at 6,469 in total books sold. They have The Great War of Separation #2, coming also from Chuck Dixon and drawn by Jack Herbert, at 185,735 in total sales, at 6,230 in total books sold. You have Zaylin, drawn by Joe Bennett, written by Chuck Dixon, at 7,818 total books sold, at 231,547 in total sales. Of course, you have the Mammoth of Isom #3 at 9,818 total books sold, at 566,307 in total sales. And of course, the most recent campaign that was launched, which was Yara #3 from the Soska Sisters, drawn by Deborah Carita, at 81,409 total sales and 2,730 in total books sold. But we also have a great friend of the channel by the name of John Bua, creating his own comic called Heroic Tales. We have the second issue here of Heroic Tales, coming in at 80 backers at 2,446 in total sales, for this campaign. If you want to get digital, they have the digital copy for just $6. You have the $10 version of it with Heroic Tales 1 and 2 digital, or you can get cover A with 2 books, by the way. It's a flip book with the Patriarch and Mary Sue, or you can get cover B of the Patriarch and Mary Sue. They also have the cosplay cover as well as a cover bundle, which is what I went with personally, or they have a catch-up pack with Heroic Tales 1 and 2 together. This is over on From My Comic. I'll leave links to everything in the description down below. You also have Blackjack Duelist from Tyler as well, at 7,074 in total sales, 248 backers with just 52 hours to go. So again, I will leave links to everything down below in the description. Now, you have this guy here by the name of Chris with his book called Writhe in Pain. So it says here, did I miss something? Why is Dillard not being mentioned or tagged? He did the work in good faith, but doesn't get a tag or quote-unquote shout-out. 2, how much of the pie do you think the Ripasend takes? It's really Rippaverse Publishing or Eric July. How much do they take? Then you have, Yuri here saying, what are you talking about? So, you have the Ripasend Twitter account putting this out, saying the wait is finally over. We're proud to announce the pre-order launch for The Mighty Golden Patriot. Get ready for a brand new hero in an action-packed story by YellowFlash and Dillard Draws, published through Ripasend, with the launch date of being April 25th at 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific time with Ripasend. So there's not only that, but there's also Eric himself saying the highly anticipated book from YellowFlash and Dillard drops this Friday, The Mighty Golden Patriot, and it's even on the Rippaverse Comics Twitter account as well. All 3 of these, by the way, are all tagged with Dillard. Dillard Draws. Dillard Draws. Dillard Draws. So, I don't know how you thought this was going to work for you, and then you want to sit there and play stupid after people call you out on your absolute garbage, because clearly anyone with 2 eyes and brain cells to rub together, multiple brain cells that are more than 2, can see that you obviously took the screenshot of this here, either this or this, of this one. It's most likely this one, because can't be this one, it's too low. You literally went over to the Ripasend Twitter account, obviously, and you cropped out everything else around it. So you knew that this was here, and it had Dillard tagged in the post, but you tried to push a false narrative for some weird reason, and then when you get, you say, apparently he was. Good for Dillard, the post I saw didn't have him mentioned. You literally used an image from the Rippaverse Twitter account where he was tagged. He was tagged in the image. It's like you new CG bots don't understand that you continue to make new CG or whatever you want to call it look worse every time you do something stupid. I even say, wow, I wonder why these new CG bots are never taken seriously. These are the same types that are so concerned about John Dillard getting paid and yet will go out of their way to slander the writer of the book, YellowFlash, because this always happens like clockwork. Every single project that comes out of the Rippaverse or from Rippaverse, there's always new CG bot clowns, frog clowns, and other clowns that try to smear literally this company all the time. And then you continue by doing another post and even tripling down at this point. Because I called you out on it and you haven't responded. So obviously you're going to double and triple down. Put in this shrugging emoji where you see this post as the Mighty Golden Patriot launches this Friday. The post is from Rippaverse Comics where I showed you that they tagged Dillard right there. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at YellowFlash. Yeah, sure, bud. Launching my very own comic this week. Sign up so you can get notified right when it launches. It literally has Dillard right on the cover, right there. And then this is Patrick Thomas Parnell putting out a image that he drew. Are you serious? Like, again, going back to your post, you literally have an image that is found on the Rippaverse account. That is clearly so obvious that you cropped it out. You cropped out this portion down here, zoomed in, so it zooms in when you crop it. So the part down here, where it says launch date and Rippaverse right there, are not shown when you posted this image to your account. Oh, and let's see. Oh, what are you redoing? Oh, yes. You're making a comic book that's not doing too well. Because clearly you're more worried about talking about other people's stuff than your own stuff, even on your own Twitter account. Written by Mark Poltlin, which, again, we want to talk about the mistakes and the nonsense that happens over there, right? You wrote Mark Polton in the trailer, and then you spelled it wrong down here. So before these guys judge, right? This says Poutlin, Mark Poutlin, and then the trailer says Mark Polton. Like, what are we doing, bro? Come on, bro. Y'all do this all the time. You sit there and judge what other people are doing, saying that they got stuff wrong, yet you're not even checking your own work first. And then you're doing this nonsense where you're playing stupid as if you didn't know that this was a thing on the Rippaverse account. I wonder why you won't respond. I wonder why you won't respond to me calling you out. Because you know you're wrong. You're sitting there doing nonsense, and you're wrong. And you got called out on it, as you should. But I think that's just a quick video I wanted to do, so to keep people up to date on the nonsense smear campaign happening with YellowFlash and the Mighty Golden Patriot, but drawn by John Dillard. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, smash the like button, comment below what you feel about this, subscribe for more content, hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or go live on the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.